Hey everyone, welcome to week 7. I hope you're all doing well and you've had a good week. This week is going to be concentrating on you decorating the body of your vessel. And that's all you're going to do this week as far as working on clay. Everything this week is about helping you prepare for that and design what you're going to put on it and then putting it on it. So let's jump right in. What you're going to do this week is first there's a lecture that is about exploring narratives, and I talk about and show examples of narratives from all over the world on pottery, but also other sources, other different artists from all around the world, and what kind of compositions they made and how you break them down. And our task is going to be to think about how to make a simple composition that you could put on a pot. And you might think about, if you have the body of your pot, your composition could be one side and the other side, or it could be something that goes all the way around the pot, but you get to choose that. Okay, so you're going to also, at the end of this, just try to find 2 different examples of composition that you think are interesting out there in the world. You can look on magazines. You can, of course, look online in art magazines, but sometimes looking at magazines and advertisements and places that, things that come in your mail, sometimes have great compositions. So don't be afraid to, if you see something really cool, cut it out and change it. Draw right on the top of it or cut and paste over it. That's what a simple exercise just to kind of get you started. The next thing you do in your research and development is you're actually going to create 2 different compositions based on the template of the size of the side of your pot, right? So basically 2 of them so that you're thinking about it, but something being on both sides. And that's really important. So take that seriously, because you've got to sort of like what you're going to be working with and the idea behind your composition. If you've got that figured out and you're excited about it, then the next part is pretty easy and it's fun, and that is that you're actually going to start working. But before you start working, Carl and I have prepared a series of how-to demonstrations about, here, let me show you some of the titles of these, how to refine your vessel and prepare the vessel to be worked on, and then how to do drawings in advance. I'll show you a bunch of examples of that. How to transfer an image onto sides. If you really have something specific and you want to just transfer the image, I'll show you how to do that. And then also I sculpt for quite a few hours showing you how to draw onto, if you want to just draw onto it, that's fine, but also how to then create relief sculpture. So I think they're all pretty short. There's 5 of them, but they're all short. I think collectively, all of them together, I think the biggest one's 11 minutes. Most of them about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever. I think together the whole thing's 20, 25 minutes. It's not that long, but I think it's very instructive. So watch those first, and then your main task this week is you're going to decorate the body of your pot, right? And so that's your main task, and then you're going to photograph it right next to the template. Your template is what your designs that you had, side A and side B, and you're going to photograph it and then turn it in so we can all see it with a little bit of comment. Okay, last part is our reading and stuff. In our reading, the whole big mystery about the Minoans, right? I think this week is my. I'm going to try to tell you what my thoughts are as to what happened to the Minoans. Like, where did they go? What's up with that? And it's endlessly fascinating to me. So there's a whole section where it's my synopsis on what did become of them based on the reading this week, which is called the Phoenicians. And the Phoenicians were a group that I think inherited many of the abilities and talents, and actually probably were a people group that absorbed the Minoans. But I'll let you figure it out, and you tell me what you think. Fascinating time in history. So that synopsis is called So What Became of the Minoans? And then there's the reading. There's a reading and a study guide and a quiz. And if you do the study guide, you're going to ace the quiz. So that's it for this week. Mainly it's about you doing research and thinking about what you want to do on the outside of your pot. And then sitting down and just working on just that section, working in your lap, put a movie on, trace it on there, and give yourself, a few nights to sit and work with it and get it the way you want it. And then next week, we're going to finish these. We're going to put them together and talk about maybe handles and all the kind of other things that you want to get them done. Next week's going to be fairly light compared to this week. So if you can power through this week and really get those bodies done the way you want, I think next week will be kind of a little bit of a breather. There's not going to be a reading next week, and I'm just going to give a demonstration, or not a demonstration, but I'll give you a little bit of a lecture just on the how to compose things as you're putting your vases together. But mostly it's going to be, putting your vase together and getting ready for it to bring it in so we can fire it. Okay. Hey, it was so nice to see so many of you this last week that you brought in your, pieces, and also then you came back and picked up your work. I hope you're happy. The firings went really well. No big problems or anything particularly, and all the glazes seemed to come out pretty well, and everybody that I talked to was pretty happy. So cool, good, and just onwards and upwards, right? So let's stick with this here, and I think after this week, you'll get a little bit of a break as you finish things up. Anyways, hope you're well, and as always, if you have any questions, shoot me an email or show up for office hours, or if you want to talk in person, just let me know and we can arrange that. And I will let you know when we're next in the studio, so if you want to drop something off, you can. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.